Surely Cosmic Keyboard is a good card, right?
I see you've brought guests.
The living drop all kinds of things.
Could just go ahead and shoot that thing. But if I'm willing to do that, I probably should have just hero powered instead of playing Infinitize here.
Here, girl. I smell an ambush.
Alright, set up the keyboard. Next turn is maybe AI Infinitize, and then we can follow that up with Star Power. And then Wisdom starts getting pretty cheap at that point. Could go Arcane Worm here, but if I'm playing Star Power next turn, I don't really need to worry about hand space. Or worry about damage. Also, I have few enough cards that I don't have to worry about hand space here. Explosive Runes is a cheap fire spell for these Wisdoms and Sif. So I guess I take it. It costs 2 mana and it discounts each of these by 1, so it's kind of just straight up worth it, right? This card could be pretty nice. I don't really need to play Star Power here. Let's see what this attack does. Bait and switch. Maybe I do need to Star Power here, actually. Alright, cool. It's a bit overkill, but I also get a 5/5 out of it, so I'm quite okay with things.
No creature deserves to be caged.
Arlon is scary. Although I do have 5/5 to kill that. Let's play this thing.
Can you feel the gift, son?
Consecration's not bad. So I've actually only played Arcane and Fire so far, which is pretty pathetic. But I do have a Holy and a Shadow spell in hand, and it shouldn't be hard to find a Frost. What a star power. Insane play. Sif is only up to 4. I have so much card draw in my hand.
Call down the vengeance of thunder!
Very good explosive runes. Might reverb here just for the sake of my wisdoms and my sif. Feels kind of gross playing spending mana on this card. But I think it does make sense. I still need a frost, don't I? Yeah, I did. Nice. Okay, so 6 spell damage. That means this card does 18 at the moment. If I can just find one of my 1 mana damage spells, we're pretty close to just killing. That's kind of annoying. Is this not a nature spell?
Party snacks.
That would have been a good card to draw. You only do 5 damage, right? Kind of pathetic here. Although I can reverb it and shoot for 10. But at that point I may as well just reverb this, right? Although this can also make my opponent's cards cost 1 more.
Works against me.
Alright, this is fine.
Culmination of my research.
Surely a weak prison here. Blessing of Kings. Okay, they drew a bunch of cards, but didn't really deal with my Titan here. Although they have 2 mana to deal 1 damage to it, which shouldn't be too hard.
Moves quickly.
Okay, that does one-shot my guy. Prismatic Elemental. So I'd be fishing for nature and fell, right? Alright, let's see what Prismatic Elemental can do. I did hit a nature, but kind of sketchy. I mean, I guess Drum Circle's actually pretty sick with Elemental Inspiration, if they live. I think it's just independently good here. Sure, I don't know. Sif, still at 6 spell damage, but after I play this, she'll be at 7. Don't think King Crush is too scary here. Going face. So I do have the drum circle, but I didn't hit any Wind Furies, which is kind of a bummer. So I play this, it puts me up to 28 damage. Oh wait, I can just Sif here probably, right?
All in due time.
This goes here. I've got 14, and then this is 18.
True mages master all magic.
I almost missed the straightforward lethal my deck is built around. Nice. My opponent played King Crush, 9 mana for 8 damage, and I played 9 mana for 18 damage. So one of us was a bit more efficient than the other. I did play the Watcher of the Sun that game. It's not very common in this deck, but it was pretty good there. What's the other weird card I play? Oh, I think I just play a second Molten Rune, which is not super common. Other than that, my deck is pretty standard.
Queen Ashara
Warlock.
versus Gul'dan.
Know the true essence of fear.
My music will wash over you.
I think I definitely like keeping one Cold Case. It is my only Frost spell. It's also just good. I think I'm just gonna go keyboard into coin, cold case, cold case. Cosmic keyboard, coin, cold case, cold case. And Discovery of Magic. It's kind of early to play this actually, but I did get a nature spell that's going to be active as soon as turn 4, or as soon as turn 5, I guess. Alright, picked up a shadow spell as well, so we're doing really, really good on the spell school portion of the game. Could have maybe held the coin for star power, but I think this is pretty good. Might just reverb one of the, or might just reverb the rush minion. We'll see.
You will not come closer.
I don't know. Kind of seems like I don't really need to worry about the 7/7 this turn. Maybe. I'll try to snipe the 7/3 here, but... Alright. I actually shouldn't have attacked with the second skeleton once I saw that the first one missed. Because now they have 7/1 into 4/4 instead of 7/3 into 4/4. ETC? Not sure what you would put in an ETC in that deck. Let's just blast him and make a 5/5. force them to at least play a minion if they want a Forge of Wills here. Of course they can play Loken, which is kind of a bummer, but then I have reverb for Loken. Siphon Soul. Wow. What a turn from the opponent. Probably don't need any heals out of this guy.
We rise to the warmth sun.
Clear Conscience. What if I put that on Norganon at some point? They are a Siphon Soul player. Might be pretty good. So I've definitely played, what? Fire, Frost, Arcane. And then I have Holy and Shadow in my hand.
Who here can spell Zinjari? Anybody?
If that's all they have, I might just Norgan on it. Like, yeah, I don't land the Clear Conscience on it necessarily. But, like, I don't know. It was never going to be that hard to deal with when they have Forge of Wills. And maybe we sneak it under the, like, Thaddeus Forge of Wills turn or something. That's pretty annoying, though.
Unravel the secrets lost to time.
Random mage secrets are extremely annoying.
You will not come closer.
But I can reverb them back and then make all their cards cost 4 more next turn. Which should suck for them. Pretty likely to be counterspell. But I need to check for star power anyway. Okay. Pretty decent. I believe I've played 4 spell schools now. Or wait, what did I do with Discovery of Magic? I don't remember what card that hit. Might even be farther along than I had hoped. Well, let's just see what the... Oh, this is probably gonna get freaking objected. Should have probably had Watcher get objected. Oh well. Crusader Aura. That's kind of nasty.
We rise to the warmth of the sun.
Boom. Could be Vengeful Visage, I think that's fine. That Arcane Worm was like actually pretty good. because it was my final point of damage in a Sif Rune OTK turn. I think Molten Rune might have been a stronger card for them to take. But, definitely understandable. They wouldn't want me to have Sunwell. Beautiful.
Such choices.
Fell spell. Pretty bad fell spell to go with Elemental Inspiration, though. Probably just play this. I actually got a nice little sequence. Divine Shield, Taunt, Reborn. Divine Shield, Taunt, Reborn. But Sargeras is tough.
A new planet to burn.
Forge this guy. Then we can finale the Infinitize, I guess. Volume up should be very good. It actually doesn't draw that much, but it's still good to have.
This is only the beginning.
For all I've given,
Now that card's scary. But it's still not hard for me to deal 30. If I can just draw a Sif and Worm. Did not hit my reverb here. Okay, finally hit Inquisitive Creation. Only 4 cards in deck. I'm actually just gonna go Defile Worm here. That way, if I draw Sif, it'll just be lethal. I think it's worth setting up for that when 25% of my draws are Sif. Could have just used like Molten Rune to finish that off, but setting up lethal's sick. And I do think allowing Sargeras to make 2/6/8 taunts is probably not really okay.
The whispers. I can't resist.
Lock-in. I do have Reverb, which I can always draw since I have Volume up. 2/6. Okani? What other 2/6s are there? Okani's actually very annoying because I'm low on minions. Maybe Infinitize can hit Synthesize.
Almost out of time.
Okay. Inquisitive. Does this actually tell me what they hit? No. I just have to guess based off the stats. So if I if I volume up here, I always draw Sif next turn. So I guess I'll just do that.
A conundrum. I am low on cards.
We'll Infeditize, I guess. I think Discovery of Magic just doesn't get anything, right?
Hand is too full.
Jaraxxus Sargeras is just so greedy. Oh, Dirty Rat makes sense as the 2/6. Let's go, Sif, bottom card. Although if I had drawn it last turn, I would have simply won already. They're at 28. I should have 30. Not sure if this could hit anything. Oh, no. They heal up to 34 off that? This is 8 spell damage. I'm pretty sure I have 33 to my opponent's 34.
Such choices.
God, freaking Hollow Hound, dude.
Is short.
No rush. But I got a good combination of Stealth, Divine Shield, and Reborn. Should have played Sif. They would have killed themselves with that Obliterate. Okay, so now they're at 32. So even without my board, Sif is just lethal. Which is good, because my board doesn't do any damage.
Mages master all magic.
Okay, nice. Alright, I need a pee break, and I'm going to restart my game, because it seemed like it was lagging a bit. So, oh my god, look at all these achievements. But yeah, I'll be back in a minute.
Hold on to your mug. We're in for a wild night.
Alright, let's queue up and hope it's better.
Medivh versus Rexar.
Hunter.
I'm acting on instinct.
Let the games begin.
Interesting. Inquisitive Creation is a really strong card, but I don't know if it's a mulligan keep. Let's just, when in doubt, don't keep 4-cost cards, Go get him, Worm.
My blood boils for war. I love a little fiddle.
I guess we're just killing you. Alright, Arcane Spell down. This 2/5 is actually pretty reverbable. But with Prismatic Elemental, maybe I just ramp with Nourish. It costs 4 mana, right? Yeah, we'll just ramp with Nourish next turn. God, Nourish for mana is so sick when my hand draws 7 cards. Kind of getting beat up, though. Alright, thought about playing around hitting meaning here, but I think the Elemental is a little bit too good to pass up on. I do already have a Shadow spell, but Plague Strike is just a good card. Not hidden meaning, could be bait and switch maybe. Reverb is really good into bait and switch.
Guess who? Smuggle.
Do not look away.
Alright, nice. Get wrecked. I think I do want to play Plague Strike here, so let's go with this. Really, probably just don't need more card draw. The Clear Conscience is kind of sick here. I guess if I Plague Striked, I could have also killed this 1/1 to protect my 2/1. Do you think we're baiting and switching again?
Do not look away.
That was actually my first fire spell, huh? We picked up a nature spell. Oh wow. Urchin Spines to go with Plague Strike, maybe? So I've played 5 spell schools. There are a total of 7. I think I just need nature, which I have, and fell,
End with death.
which is kind of hard to find. Incorporeal corporal. This deck is so aggressive.
Perhaps. Do not look away.
We'll just play around hidden meaning, I guess. I'd already played a nature spell, I think. So what is it? Fell and I don't know. Maybe it's frost. Speaking of frost. It was frost.
Do not look away.
Oh. I'm just gonna keep playing around hidden meaning. I thought that was gonna be wandering monster. And then when I let my finger off the trigger, I realized that explosive trap maybe would have been bad for me. But things are fine at the moment. Love a cold case. Alright. So I do have Sif for 7 plus Flame Geyser. So that plus Hero Power, I have 10 from hand next turn. That's a concede, right? Oh, not a concede, but ended up being a concede.
Jaina versus VO7TRON.
Gaze upon the pinnacle of creation.
You asked for it.
Alright, got ourselves a rogue. Reverb's actually probably pretty good as a removal spell. I guess I just full keep. I don't know, maybe Watcher and Infinitize is kind of weird.
Toys are much more fun to bring.
I think maybe I should have tossed Infinitize. Inquisitive Creation's great. Let's go ahead and find a holy spell for it. Synchronize. Well, that holy spell might be for the Inquisitive Creation, but not necessarily in the way I first intended. Let's go ahead and pick up a new card. Quick shot. Quick shot does not have a spell school, which is disappointing. There's fire in the card art. Although I guess being a fire spell wouldn't even matter, so whatever. Alright, looks like a setup turn. God, Cold Case is so insane. This does 3. I can easily play the Arcane Bolt to make it deal 4. The Mimiron has 5. This thing is a mech, so if I reverb that, I can get a thing. Don't have stealth. I'm cringing right now at you. I'm cringing at you.
What to do? What to do?
Tempo. This is up to 5 now, which is pretty sick. I can even play Reverb Coin Inquisitive Creation, which should then do 6. But Mimiron has 7 and the Divine Shield. So I don't know if that's going to be good enough. Also, they have a magnetic big guy. So that Mimiron is real scary. But as long as they don't get another stealth for it, I shouldn't have too much trouble dealing with it. They have 3 spare parts and 1 spark bot. No, don't attack before playing the last mana. That means it's stealth.
It would seem we're out of time.
It's not stealth.
At optimal level.
Pop the bubble, please, you piece of garbage. Does this thing have rush? I don't believe so. Only does 5.
I wonder.
So I reverb, I punch. I do 5. This is at 5. So hard to actually kill this. Primordial Wave. Drown is pretty good, but I have to give up reverb for it, so it's kind of sketchy.
On me.
Probably needed to hit Snap Freeze. Is that what it's called? Kinda looks like I'm actually not dead here, since they just gave me 11 healing. Oh, I'm actually so dead, though. My mistake. Oh, they killed one of their things, though. So I can still drown one of these. It's just gotta be solid alibi. I'm dead to Wind Fury, but it'd be pretty hard to die otherwise.
Temperature check.
Twist this, tighten that, and bolt over there.
I love not being able to interact.
It would seem we're out of time. Mechanical host exceeds expectations by 1000%.
Obviously playing solid alibi this turn. Creation does 6, but it doesn't do anything here.
Hmm. What to do? What to do?
This Wisdom of Norganon could draw into like Sith plus Flame Geyser, but since this isn't forged, it's not going to be good enough. I don't really think I can win. But maybe if Watcher of the Sun can find like equality, maybe. Although even that, I don't know if it would be good enough. Might need to pick up a star power as well. I also could die to double Wind Fury here, but that's pretty tough. Maybe I can somehow pick up like a solid alibi and an ice barrier, or maybe cold case would be good enough.
We're out of time.
That card's in my opponent's deck. There's no way that's right. Does that break solid alibi?
Miscalculated.
No, I don't think so. Okay, well, they filled up their board, so they didn't get more giant Divine Shield minions, which was nice of them. But I can only deal 12 damage, which is just not good enough. Well,
I wonder.
Reverb. Do you have rush yet?
I wonder. Time runs out on you win this.
All right. I don't even necessarily think that matchup is that bad. My opponent just had stealth like 3 turns in a row.
Medivh versus Malfurion.
I must protect the wild. Let the games begin.
1 drop. Druid is scary. But I think I'm... probably a pretty even matchup. I don't know. Chip damage, we love to see it. I have plenty of hand space for volume up, so I don't need to dump a bolt. So this is probably the giant deck. They're probably just going to forge again this turn. This is definitely a matchup where I might miss Solid Alibi. Oh, Star Power. I think Star Power should be extremely good in this matchup. Not forging after the Nourish? Tempo. I believe that's a 2-mana giant now. 0-mana giant. But they didn't play the thing that copies. Okay, well that does copy, but not really what I meant.
We rise to the warmth.
What holy spell can we get? Hand of a Doll. That's quite a holy spell. Sure, why not? Alright. Inquisitive Creation does 4. It's very easy to get it up to 5. Maybe even Reverb. I feel like I played a Shadow Spell for some reason. Did I play a Shadow Spell?
Can't stand the heat. Get out of the stand the heat. Get out of the forge. I concede.
Okay. Are my settings the reason I'm lagging? I don't think so.
Medivh versus Malfurion.
Feel the power of the wild world. Let the games begin.
Probably don't keep 2 of these, do I? Maybe I do. They're really good enablers for Wisdom and Sith. Just get the minions in play against Druid. Harmonic Disco is a sketchy card, but it does summon a minion on turn 5. And maybe that's good. And maybe in Mage, this can summon Egwin. That'd be sick, right?
Bask in my radiance.
1 mana draw card, Shadow Spell. Don't mind if I do. So I've already got 4 different spell schools in hand, which is nice. Or Innervate Disciple. Kind of an interesting choice.
Do not look away.
Alright, I don't think this will be that good, but it is a Frost spell. That's a lot of 2/2s. I think you guys all just need to die. The world's weakest Inquisitive creation. But it turns out just killing any 4 minions against that deck is pretty good. Because look, my opponent's skipping turn 5 now. Dumbass alert. Talon draws Sith. Kind of nasty. But maybe I just want something larger. Or maybe I want Talon to draw Sith. Oh wow, this is actually just becoming sad to watch. You didn't have a play here when all your cards cost 0 more? What about when they cost 1 more on your next turn when you have 1 more mana?
I concede.
Sometimes you get Norged. Five and 1 with this deck, not bad, not bad.
Medivh versus Inge.
The old Death Knight.
Arms, my brave company.
Let the games begin.
I will keep the 1-drop. Maybe should have kept a Molten Rune. It's kind of a 2 and a 3. But I don't know if the Death Knight's going to give me a good target for it on 3. And I'd rather play Watcher of the Sun on 2. If this hits something good, I can already have 4 different spell schools in hand. Oh, frozen over.
I appreciate that. We rise to the warmth of the sun.
So frozen over tells me this is most likely a plague deck. There it is. This does make volume up a terrible card. But that's probably fine. Let's just go ahead and see what an elemental gets for me. Smelt. Well, I already have a holy spell. This is a nature spell, but it's pretty expensive. It's also pretty sneaky, though. Like, what if they don't feel like they need to clear my cold case? I think this drum circle actually might just win the game. That card is scary. If all 4 of these live, I coin drum circle in a heartbeat. Don't even think twice about it.
Keepers of my resting place, return to me.
Oh, that was not corpsed. Do I drum circle for 3 minions? Definitely not when I have a cosmic keyboard I can play. So keyboard makes it a lot easier to fuel the drum circle, and of course it can summon a 6/6.
Death cannot be bound.
That feels good.
What is Sif looking like? 4 spell damage. This is a really good nature spell. It's a pretty good fell spell too. These are all quite good. Oh wait, I already have a nature spell. I'll just take the fell spell. Hell yeah. Opponent's at 8, Sif does 7. So if Skeleton goes face, I'll have lethal. Or just if something lives. Sif lethal.
True mages master all magic.
I believe, yeah, the Inquisitive Creation was also lethal. And so was Molten Rune. I had a lot of lethals. Kinda going crazy with this deck, if I do say so myself. 6-1, they've all felt pretty comfortable. And the one game I lost was actually insane.
Kel'Thuzad versus Kel'Thuzad.
I don't play Solid Alibi, which is probably a pretty important card in the mirror. So I'm scared. Also, maybe I should have just kept that Flame Geyser because it's a fire spell. Probably coining volume up almost always. Hopefully it hits a cold case. Do I want an extra elemental inspiration? I already have Norganon double inspiration.
All in due time.
I think 2 inspirations are fine. And who doesn't want to be able to draw 2 cards for 0 mana?
I do so. I seem to have lost the surface.
Insane tempo. Alright, not the most exciting turn. But I have now played an Arcane and a Fire. And I actually have nothing else in my hand as far as spell schools go, so all these wisdoms and inspirations look kinda sad. But even if I have to play a wisdom for 3, I mean, that's Arcane Intellect, it's not that embarrassing. It's a bit embarrassing, but it's not that embarrassing. And it's a good thing it's not embarrassing, because it is my play here, I think. Okay, there's a fire spell. And hopefully Prismatic Elemental can hit something else as well. Oh wait, no, I already played a fire spell. So we're just hoping for Prismatic Elemental to hit something good. Might just be Norganoning this turn. Enemy cards cost 1 more.
To comprehend.
If they can't kill this, I can get him with reverb. Looks like they're gonna get me with reverb, though.
The culmination of my
I'm definitely down to reverb for 4 mage secrets. It's also a shadow spell, which I need to play anyway. Reverb for 8 mage secrets? Probably not. I don't need any of these. Does Shallow Grave? Shallow Grave can hit Skeleton. Wow, these all just really, really suck a lot. Maybe I can dump this easily at some point, because it's just useless.
unravel the secrets.
Runes, Visage, Objection, Ice Barrier. So we whiffed on Counterspell, which actually sucks a lot.
Works against me.
Inspiration only does 3. God, it's so pathetic.
Too many cards.
They were just so sure it was Counterspell, I guess.
Spellcasting for dummies.
Well, I mean, if they draw Sif, I'm just dead, so...
Bask in my radiance.
I do need a nature spell, right? Oh god, what is the 4th spell school I played? Oh wait, the 4th is shadow spell, so I've just played mage stuff. Reduce the cost of spells in your hand by 1 is actually kind of disgusting, isn't it?
Works against me.
I can reverb Sif for 8 mana, and then I have this for another, or for damage and still be at 8 mana. But I don't really have anything else I can pick up for damage on 2 mana. So I don't really know how useful that is. Looks like they might have a similar Sif situation. These were both pretty bad here. Probably just dead here.
True mages master all
Yeah.
magic.
Frustrating game for sure. Really feels like my opponent just hit the spell schools and I didn't. And I don't think I saw any cards from them that should have made it more consistent. Like, I'm not playing Solid Alibi as a Frost spell, but they didn't show that card either.
Queen Ashara.
Alright, Shaman is supposed to be the other good combo deck, right?
Fear the coming storm.
My music will wash over you.
I don't think... I guess it is good to keep a Discovery of Magic. Maybe both. Like, it can just offer 3 spell schools that I play in my deck, but it's pretty unlikely to do that. Serenity against Shaman? I think Serenity could be pretty good. Even the combo lists, I think, are a bit totemy.
You here for the tour?
And it could just straight up be totem. We level 1/3 against 2 1/1s. Wither. I do play skeletons as undeads. I play a lot of card draw. I think it's fine to take this. But if I don't pick up card draw soon, I might regret. What was even offered to me? Something... Oh, it was Weight of the World. Taunter. Hey. Undead minions. I don't think I want this to make a 1. Another Wither. Probably not good. I'll just take the Fell. Why not?
Do not look away.
Alright, probably playing Serenity this turn, but... I don't know, we'll see.
I am the harvester of wrath.
Stone Right's annoying. Definitely would prefer if that Stone Right ended up being a 2/3 instead of a 3/2. Not that it could have here, but just if the card was designed differently. I think Serenity should still be pretty good next turn, though. Oh, good snipe. Oh, they're just clearing their board for me. Maybe that means a Totemic Evidence. But Serenity's good against that. Okay. Show me not Searing Totem. Because that one doesn't get Serenity'd. Very nice. So I do have Norgon for next turn. Or maybe I can Metamorphosis to juice up the Elemental Inspiration, which is still only at 3. What have I played? Holy Nature. Frost. Oh boy. Well, I do need an arcane. But I think Metamorphosis is actually pretty sick here, right? No, I'm one off from it being sick. Because I could hero power, play this, hero power, trade. So I guess we're playing star power. It's probably fine, right? Or do I play Norganon? No. Play star power. Oh, beautiful. I think it was kinda hard for star power to straight up clear there, since an early shot on Searing Totem was a disaster. Oh, that's a beautiful draw. Summons 4. Yeah, let's just summon 4. I do think Norganon was also pretty good here. Because my opponent's hand has a bunch of 1-cost cards that combo together, so if I just make all of them cost twice as much mana, it's pretty sick. But this works too. Seven and 2. Let's see if we can close out an 80% win rate on this deck. Okay. Rogue is one of the classes that I've lost to, so I would like to get my revenge here. I don't think I should keep Star Power, but it is a good card in the matchup. I think Reverb is a keep, though. It's just so insane against a big magnetic minion. And it's also possible that whatever big idiots they play have Rush, which makes Reverb even better.
Toys are much more fun to break.
I actually have like 3 valid plays this turn. I think I really don't want them to squirrel me, though. Squirrel is scary. Three. I could kill that with Hero Power Arcane Bolt. But then what do I do if they just coin Lab Constructor?
I wonder.
But what do I do here if they just play Squirrel? Well, I guess I bump off the Divine Shield and then I have Reverb Arcane Bolt. I think I'm just going to set up the keyboard. Creation Protocol.
Time runs out on me.
Sure.
Toys are much more fun to break.
That's not a squirrel, although they could still coin it. Coin stealth. Very annoying.
Bask in my radiance.
I think Tomb Guardians could actually be pretty sick. It's a lot of defense. Easy Inquisitive. It's only at 2 at the moment. So what I've only played in our... Wait, what have I played?
And bolt over there.
I played Creation Protocol, so I played a Holy. So cool. What does Star Power do? It does 15 damage. So I need the first shot to hit this. There's no way to guarantee it.
What to do? Hmm. Time runs out on me.
I guess I'm just playing this, not corpsed. It's kind of gross. This guy's up to 4 now because I've played Holy Fire Shadow. Pretty easy to play in Arcane. I don't think Mech Rogue deals with these taunts very well, even though they could have been much better taunts. So that's good at least. Might even be willing to reverb a taunt next turn if this gets stealthed or something.
Nearing completion.
Can't play reverb and star power. Or reverb and inquisitive. Do you have rush? Lifesteal? No.
Hmm.
I guess star power probably clears here.
Hmm.
1. Yeah.
Time runs out on me.
Do not look away.
This guy does 5. I don't think I had a better clear there. I don't understand why they play this card. Okay, pretty bad turn. I do already have 2 reverbs and 2 molten runes. Is there ever a world where I need a second inspiration, though?
Hmm.
It's kind of hard to imagine.
I wonder.
I don't know. Maybe I like play the first one and it gets a bunch of garbage and you need to YOLO the second one for taunts. That's like very possible. If they don't buff that, I can kill it. Just don't give it stealth, please. Well, as long as that's not like prep into something decent, it should be fine here actually. Do I want to heal with Watcher? Am I always playing Inquisitive Creation here? I should be, right? I could actually reverb Creation and then I'd get a little spare part thingy off this. But I don't really have any other mechs, so that's not worth it, I don't think. I think it's good to heal with this.
Can you feel the gift of the sun?
Holy Smite. Holy Smite honestly is pretty good. Have I played a Holy Spell yet? So hard to keep track of when I'm not paying that much attention. I definitely have played Shadow. Definitely have played Shadow. Arcane. Definitely have played Shadow and Arcane.
The sun incinerates you.
This one seems pretty easy. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. Scary matchup. Okay, well, I went 8-2. 8-2 is pretty good. Use 3 of Norganon's abilities at max power. Did I get a pack? I did get a pack. Everyone wants to see what's in the pack, right? That's an okay warrior skin. All right, what do we get? This is your reward for sticking around to the end of the VOD. Oh, a Son of Hodier. All right, sure. I think I might have a gold one of those that I can disenchant. Die.